In this week's episode, Haley and I head over to Gabriola to hang out with Simon and check on Perihelion, as well as we make a ton of progress on all the things that need to be done in order to splash Dagon. So we have just cleared out underneath the boat, got everything sorted, the motor, all the stuff I need immediately for the motor, and anything that goes back up into the boat. If you want a Harley Davidson 1200 Sportster chopper with a Springer front end, let me know. It's going for pennies. Seeing as launch is coming up real quick, I gotta really start sorting out my running gear. I'm going to try and see if it's possible for me to address the gear oil leak that is on the V drive. I'd like to do that now rather than later. So I'm gonna crack it open, or try to, and see if it's something I can get a replacement seal for. I have an O-ring kit. I'm hoping that that'll be the case, that it's just an O-ring. Cool. Okay, good news and bad news. Bad news? Obviously, it's spilling gear oil everywhere, which is exactly what would happen when you take apart your V-drive in the middle of your boat. Good news is that it has an O-ring, so that means that the O-ring is degraded. It's just, it's worn. I'm gonna go grab my O-ring kit. I'm glad I found this. This one's too big. This one's too small. Ooh, I think this would work. I mean, it leaks currently, so what's the worst that it's gonna do? Leak? Fuck. Am I crazy, or did I hear something drop? Okay, well, it's back together. Two big unknowns. Was there a ball bearing? And did I stop the leak? I'm just lying in bed researching the V drive. I can confirm that there is a ball bearing, so. Got it. While I was reassembling the V drive, Haley showed up and we decided we were going to get on to doing the Cougar Tallow pour. On low. I'm gonna leave this for a minute and I'm gonna come back. This.
That's not regulation.
It's a Milwaukee tool. It's an old mill.
An old Milwaukee tool.
So this is how we do it, And y'all say we drink too much beer. Okay, how's the tallow doing over there, babe?
Seems good.
It smells exactly like a cougar.
Whoa. What did the cougar noises are?
Okay, I don't know how to do this, but
Just alley-oop. Oh, one of us should have been down below decks.
Oh, you know what? I think it's going away.
I would pour it faster because otherwise it's gonna harden. It needs the surrounding heat to, cause like even if it just like starts filling up, I would say pour it faster. It's gonna, cause it's gonna get cold immediately on contact.
Oh, it's starting to come out the keelson. That's good.
Yeah. Ooh. Cougars on the loose. Maybe that was not good advice to pour faster. I'm not really sure. I've never done this before. It's like,
It's going places.
oh god, her little butthole's gonna look so
Oh,
nice.
fuck. It's all coming out the side. That's good though. It means that it's filling voids in here.
Yeah. Should I hop up and go outside and see?
No, it's fine. Nothing should be coming out there.
Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna happen right now, you know? Oh, maybe you're just dripping it there too? Oh.
No, it's definitely coming out the keelson.
Ooh, Keelson. My guy. Maybe.
Cool, I'm gonna go put this on the stove.
Meet your below decks. Oh yeah, there's a lot in that one spot. You should get a paper towel or a towel and soak it up.
It will be easier to pick up, I think, when it hardens
Wow.
than trying to soften
Fuck
up.
me, right? Oh no. That's a big step.
Can she do it?
Oh, can you pass my coffee? Sorry. It's in the coffee cup. It's in the kitchen, in the galley.
I don't know what a kitchen is. I'm on a boat.
Oh yeah, a lot came out the garbage. Whatever the fuck he said it was.
Garboard seam, or the keelson.
This weather sucks.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh yeah, maybe we should take it. Little hole.
Okay, that's not the worst spot for there to be a leak. So that's where it all came out?
Yeah, I just put my finger on it and it stopped it immediately.
It was coming out actively?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just needed, like, literally if I'd been down here with my finger on it, it would have...
Ahoy.
Oh,
This is John. He owns Gyukumi.
questionably, as usual. I mean, I think something shit out of there. No, we just poured Cougar Tallow.
I got my boat very excited.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Good.
Gator.
Oh, I probably should wait till it's dry, but you can sand it.
It's like an art project.
You know?
Cool, I bet you that will hold better for Cougar pour number 3. Cool. So it's full. It's weeping out a little bit high up in a new spot back here, which means it's full up to the top of the keelson. And we poured a lot in, maybe a quarter of a pot. Didn't make it in, but we put 2 whole pots in. And a little bit came out on this side, which again means that it filled all the way up to the top. Excellent. Watertight now. We have a car full of vintage clothing and we're heading to a vintage clothing shop to sell it all. Again, this is the second time we've done this.
I hated doing it the first time. I said I wasn't going to help the second time, but here we are. So...
Dedicated to the cause.
I'm not dedicated to the cause. Not that dedicated, anyways.
Yeah, here you are. So we did it. We offloaded a bunch of my vintage at Tom's shop, Gore Street Vintage.
Shout out to Gore Street Vintage.
Woo! And he was very fair with the pricing. I definitely gave him a very good deal on the stuff he got, but the amount that he paid me is above and beyond what I needed to make up financially to make all of this happen.
So, means boat's gonna splash.
Yep. Finances are sorted.
Babe, that was money for our girl to get wet.
Yeah, no.
Boat's gonna go in the fucking water now. We
Hell
didn't pay
yeah.
for it, so it's amazing what a couple old clothes can actually be worth.
Yeah.
I guarantee they'd take all my wardrobe to any store and it wouldn't be worth that much. Like,
that was years of hoarding, plus some of my personal collection of like rare gems. It's taken me a long time to find. So I actually sacrificed some of my favorite pieces of clothing for this.
yeah, well, dang on knows.
Yeah, it's all worth it. There's been a couple of very generous donations on PayPal, which is unreal. You guys, fuck. I'm gonna get to work. Talk to you guys later. It's way past midnight, but I'm done. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, sell the Harley, go sailing. Whew. Hey, how's it going?
Sleep on.
Guys, this is Tegan. He's playing the role of Muffin today.
Excellent. Oh, I'm Haley.
I am light and fluffy and Muffin.
I didn't mention this yet. This is Ben, as you remember from the first episode. The last time we were here was
like YouTube stick.
yeah. Sorry about it. Last time we were here was to take Perihelion away.
Yeah, true story.
Last time I saw Ben was for that reason also. But we're going sailing to Gabriola to go take a look at Perihelion and go hang out with Simon. So that's what's up next.
So I don't want to try and convince you guys.
I do not want to convince you guys that this is a good boat for you if it's not something that's going to work for you.
Are you giving us another free boat?
Party? Yeah. Free boat. Today on Free Boats for Men.
You have to like, oh, it's so dangerous.
Actually, this is going to be kind of similar. The
Yeah,
like
I like
box
this.
around the motor.
I like this a lot. I like this story.
It's better than pulling through the hatches.
Nice,
She looked down here.
nice teak and holly.
Not bad at all. I mean, compared to Barry's boat, this is great. Like,
Hey now.
it's clean, so.
Yeah, no, this is great. Actually, it's really beamy.
It's a fat boat, yeah.
Yeah. Dry build, dry enough.
Wow.
Babe, is that a beanbag?
I was saying how we should have a beanbag, but I thought I was like, that would actually
No,
be
that's
big.
totally the move.
It's amazing.
Look at you.
Just lounging.
Just lounging.
Amazing. My back doesn't hurt right now. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great. Maybe Simon can make these.
Damn, that's nice actually.
I just want to be a beanbag too for now and fuck sailing.
Yeah.
I feel like a fancy little dog.
What a distinguished gentleman.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished. I see, I see.
I also want cookies and just want to sit on my beanbag. So
Yeah,
it's
cookies and
not a-
beanbags,
not a
man.
stretch.
Like, I'm so glad I'm not the captain today. I just don't have that kind of energy right now. You want me to do anything?
No, I'm all good right now.
Yeah?
If I do drift into my neighbor, just don't film it.
Yep, I gotcha.
Don't tell you. Don't film it.
Don't film it. It's happening.
I did him, I think.
He's in there.
I have not hit him.
Hit him, I don't even know him.
Not the time. It's funny when every time.
Bows clear. Here we go.
We'll stop in like 4 minutes for gas.
Have you done that before? That was nice.
Sponsored twice. Can you do a favor? Can you steer us straight in that direction and go that? Just feels like I've been spinning like a car. I just want to open this up and turn my auto home on. All the things you're really supposed to do before you leave it out.
Fuel docking it. Pretty uneventful motor over, but it was delightful. Hanging out on a boat, chilling out, chatting, getting away from the boatyard. But we're just pulling into Silver Bay now. So, pretty exciting. I haven't seen Simon for a while. How's your bladder?
Oh, she's beautiful. She's got a pee like a racehorse prop.
Happens every time you got a
Oh,
dock.
yeah. Look, it's shallow. I gotta pee now.
We're about to have some breakfast, and Simon received. Simon's.
Did you just almost forget my name?
And retake.
Okay.
We're about to make some breakfast, and Steven is about to.
Hi guys.
No, we're about to make some breakfast. We were given a piece to review. Shush you. We were given a device to review, so we're going to do a little review of it. What is it, Simon?
It's a Jackery 1000. If you've been on some other social media like Vagabond Nomad people, you've probably seen this thing pop up a lot. They're doing a big marketing push. It is kind of an interesting device because Jackery's an older name in the game now, which is funny to say because they were the new guy in town just a few years ago. And there's some cool stuff that they have with this box and the solar panels they sent us that a lot of the other smaller guys aren't doing, which we should look at. So let's go check it out. This is the first time I've seen small, portable sized bifacial solar panels. I'm sure someone out there is making these, but I've not seen it yet. This is going to be a massive game changer for sailboats. Bifacial solar panels on sailboats are the future. What it is essentially is you get your A-grade sails up here, and then to save on cost, they put B-grade sails on the back. So it's glass on both sides. This just is set up with a higher voltage and the wiring so that it can boost the power that's back there with ambient light reflected off of the ground, or in our case the ocean, which is quite reflective. So we get just 30% more power by not having to improve anything about the efficiency of the cells. The stand's built in. Jackery has been in the game long enough that they're not messing around with MC4 connectors and off-the-shelf parts. They have all of their own custom stuff. So everything is Jackery orange. It's a really nice molded finish. Like, look at that.
That's incredible.
That's really good build quality, and you're just not going to see that out of some of the cheaper guys on the market. You're going to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but it's the R&D they've put in over the last 10 years that has resulted in just a superior product. The Jackery has 2 outlets in the back. You have your AC here, and you have a double DC there. So that means I can plug each of these panels separately into each of these outlets. So you don't have a negative and a positive anymore with these cells. You just have this, it has the negative and positive all built into one spot. And see if I can reach across the cockpit without knocking my solar panel over. There you go. And it's incredibly cloudy today. So we'll see if it pulls 2 watts right now. But we're under shade in a cockpit.
we're
So we'll
literally
set this up on deck and see what it can do. What you're looking at essentially is a 50-watt solar panel with another 50-watt solar panel of B-grade cells bolted to the back, making it an 80-watt solar panel. They also come with a reflective background case with extra cables if you want to stretch it out. Look at that finish quality, that's fantastic, eh? That's all built in, and that reflectiveness really helps for the bifacial. So if you want to set it up directly on top of its own case, that can act as a reflector to make that other side work even better.
That's super
They thought of
clever.
everything, man. That's what I'm talking about. This is like 10 years of R&D that these other companies just don't have. It's
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm finding is kind of just pre-packaged, like Alibaba stuff that they brand.
Yeah, it shows up, and what you're looking for is something new and revelatory about these products. But a lot of the time, you know, they might have 1 or 2 little innovations that are kind of noteworthy, and you're gonna stress those ones. But with Jackery, I found it's just, man, they've been at it so long that those modifications add up. There we go. We're on deck making a whopping 13 watts now. The efficiency level you're getting out of this is better than what I'm seeing on my own boat right now. Because I have 6,000 watts of solar on my roof and I'm only making about like 80 or 100 watts right now. So considering we're getting 13 watts out of just 160, it's pretty good numbers.
Even the display is beautiful. Actually,
It is beautiful.
genuinely.
Nice. And it's bright too, right? Like
Yeah.
you can see that clearly. You get your flashlight, your USB outlets, high powered, so you can run a laptop off of these USB-Cs. And of course you've got that 1,000 watt pure sine wave inverter with a 2,000 watt surge. So I've been running this 12 volt outlet in my shop for a month now.
Wow.
Just non-stop. I've had it on constantly just to see if I could break it. You know, I didn't pay for it, so I like to see if I can break these things when they send them out. I just put
This
them
will
in.
be really good for like mobile power when we're out doing.
I've used it to run a compressor, and it will boot up the compressor most of the time, but it does need to be reset from time to time because I'm stressing the maximum capabilities of this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But it'll do
smaller
it.
loads, any brushed AC load or whatever, like you're gonna have no problem. But those larger induction motors, that's when it gets.
You've basically not really been able to find the limit in a problematic way.
My table saw, no problem. A miter saw, not a problem.
This is, I mean, I hate to sound like I'm literally like pitching this, like I'm selling it, but it sounds like a genuinely ideal off-grid option.
Sort of, like it's still a portable solution.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not, you're not gonna bolt this in permanently. You could, but like there are cheaper options for bolt-in permanent.
But for mobile,
solutions.
you go off in your
But
farm and you
This
set
is,
up your...
yeah, being able to carry it out and do whatever you need to do is just
Yeah.
great. So it's gonna live on Perihelion. I've been using it liberally because I'm the only one down here in Silver Bay right now, so I get to use and abuse it all the time.
Lucky
right now,
guy.
It's just running a DC fridge in my shop, so that's what
Dude,
it does.
this is way nicer than I thought it was gonna be.
It took 3 days to burn this battery down on that DC fridge.
Really?
Yeah, and
Whoa.
I get in and my eggs were frozen.
How many, what's the capacity of it?
It's like close to 1,000 watt hours, I think. It's standard, right? Like you look at these battery packs, if it has a 300 watt inverter, it usually has 300 watts of capacity,
Yeah.
or 300 watt hours of capacity. That's kind of standard, and what's impressive is that they're able to crank 2,000 watts out of that small.
Yeah.
That means these are 2 C cells or whatever. It's
Like for me, this is so much more power or capacity than I've ever had on my boat. So like
Right, for you,
for
yeah.
someone with a smaller boat, like this,
Totally.
you'd have a hard time
Totally.
finding a way to.
Weekenders are gonna love this because it's portable, so they can drop it into their boat on Friday and still have a little juice in it on Sunday. And if they've got the solar cells, they can probably go even further. So if your power consumption is essentially like, yeah, I've got all laptops and other home electronics light stuff to run, then you're gonna have no problem with this. Running big heavy loads in a pinch you can do, but you're not gonna run a compressor all day on this thing. My compressor runs at like 800 watts, and this is a 1000 watt inverter with a 2000 watt surge. So while it's running, it's fine. But 1 out of every 3 times it goes to boot, it pulls more than that 2000 watt surge and will shut down the like inverter on it, which is weird because it's an induction motor. It's just unpredictable, and so it's not. I would love to see them come out with a version that could do a little bit more, but at its form factor, I think that might be currently impossible because the batteries are small. Like, it's not a big device. It's very light. It's very small, and getting 2500 watts of surge power out of it might be too much to ask out of a box that small. But for all other AC powered devices, anything on a 15 amp circuit, it can essentially run, which is great.
Amazing.
So it's only the big induction motors that it struggles with.
I have not seen this boat in so long.
First time putting down.
Wow, yeah. I haven't seen that yet.
All this shit.
That's really great.
It looks fucking great. Holy hell, that's amazing.
I'm sorry. I mean, I wouldn't have done it that way. Oh, you didn't use fiberglass, did you?
Oh, did you use epoxy? You should have. It's too expensive. Don't do that.
You used vinyl.
Oh, Simon's been busy in here though. Lots of things open.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I fucking forgot all about this thing, really. I've been too distracted.
The faint smell of mold. Oh, I missed her.
Well, it's a little moldier smelling than usual.
Yeah, it's probably
It's warm
just
in here,
been
though.
Warm
Warm and
and
rainy.
yeah.
Oh, cushions are back in.
Yeah. Cushions were back in last time.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Wow, this is weird. Oh, still as horrifying as ever in here. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, we got our battery going.
I was gonna say it doesn't take a lot to make her look better, but like it is
There's no downplaying how much work that is.
Yeah. We've made it to Simon's shop.
May her call Honey. I don't know if she's ever. Yeah, she's been in a couple.
Yeah, oh yeah,
episodes.
Honey's been in it.
We missed Honey.
Presumably.
We love Honey.
Oh. Look at Simon's space. Yeah, this is dope. I wonder what those sails are. That's the color sails I want on Dagon.
Oh, that'd be neat. We got one.
Beanbag chairs are where it's at. Turns out Haley's suggestion for a beanbag chair in the
It's
cockpit
actually
of
a real
Dagon.
thing.
And it's kind of the move.
It's amazing, and they stay warm too, which is nice.
Who says you can't have beanbags and go sailing at the same time? Honey, who says it? Can you have beanbags?
I think so.
Can you have beanbags? I don't know, can you? I think the answer is yes. Oh my god, that doesn't sound right. Are you a YouTuber? Oh my god.
Can I get your autograph?
He loves it. He loves it.
Oh, it's such a big deal. Bats. See the bats? Coming into the caves, now there's bats.
Bro, I just had COVID like 4 times.
He said a single person can't change your will. I've never eaten an undercooked bat.
Oh yeah, really high tide, hey?
And it just goes out, see that ledge?
Yeah.
And it drops down 12 feet.
Wow.
You can bring your boat right up to here and like get your fenders out and like tie right up. Right up
That's
alongside.
epic.
And kids jump off
Anybody
this
got
top
some
bit into the water and
light?
climb up here all the time.
So,
As you can see, wow, so beautiful. People don't think this be how it is, but it do. It do.
she's a girl with a headlamp. That's my new personality. It's my entire personality.
Yeah, you're glowing, babe. Simon said there's 2 loose eggs in this bag. I didn't
is it me? Are we in that one?
I didn't realize that there was such a thing as slutty eggs.
I was looking at the pictures I took of her because I haven't left the boat yet this morning. And she looks so good. That deck work looks so good. Like that's
Awesome.
beauty.
We
Yeah,
worked
you
really
guys-
hard, so.
You guys did awesome on that.
Oh, it was 4 months of some kind of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For first timer though.
Hell yeah, you fucking crushed it.
Tegan and I were
Just a
joking.
little girl. It's just a little girl.
Yeah. After you guys did that, you know, like, you guys are gonna ferret and naked duty, and I'd just be like fucking kiwi gripped.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know.
It's good.
That's tempting, but
We're gonna, I mean, the fairing job we're gonna do is,
It'll be a quick job.
it's okay. It'll look good. So.
Cork is beautiful. It's really nice to walk on.
Yeah.
Cork, I've been on a bunch of steel boats with cork decks.
Yeah.
And it's lovely. It's also a really good thermal insulator.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
It's
and there's
super
no
great
insulation
for
on that
ferry.
boat in the deck. We can put insulation everywhere else, but we can't put it in the deck.
You will forever feel like every step you take, you're walking on delamination because cork is so soft.
oh,
I
So,
like that.
it's-
My back
but-
hurts.
yeah.
But the other thing is, unlike teak, cork doesn't get hot. Like it's not screaming warm. So teak, like on this
Yeah.
boat when we were in the tropics, we had to wear shoes because we were leaving
Screaming
skin
hot,
on the
yeah.
teak. But the cork is like it just dissipates heat so beautifully.
Cool.
So what's the downside to cork?
Yeah.
I imagine it doesn't wear that well over
Oh, it
long
scratches.
term.
Yeah.
I'm
and
talking to
But-
these guys here, and he's like 15 years on cork, and he's doing good.
Great.
Yeah,
So I figure what his
that would be like
insulation
my
is.
choice.
That's the guy who's been like really pushing me to do cork. He's like,
Gringo had that foam stuff that like
Yeah, I like
CNC,
that too.
but
it's
it
more
doesn't,
modern.
and it doesn't
Yeah,
wear
it
well.
doesn't really, like the colors will never match.
It wears very
But
poorly.
so I think the
yeah.
goal with those is to put it down with a glue that you can then peel off easy, like an acetone wash to take it off, and then redo it every 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder. I know the
If
foam.
it's cheap enough, I guess that's what people do.
Yeah.
I know one of the challenges with the foam stuff is that it's closed cell, so when stuff gets trapped, when humidity gets trapped underneath, it can bubble or
Yeah.
it may cause gel coat delamination or something.
Yeah.
To me,
Let's see.
is that yours?
Did I leave these here?
I have no idea what it even is. Are they glasses?
No, these are my headphones.
Oh, then you totally left those here.
I thought, oh no, you have the exact same headphones I've been looking for like a month.
Have they been on my boat for a
They've been
month?
right here.
That's hilarious.
They've been right here. I just looked at it. I was like, yeah, that looks familiar.
What's yours then?
Oh, it's still at 45%. Nice. All right, wicked. I've been looking for these for a month, and my ADHD has been
You're like, how do I
losing
use
it
those?
without these headphones.
Listen,
I'm not good at like.
I'm a little embarrassed that shit's been on my boat for a month that I haven't noticed. I should clean more.
Oh yeah, that's gross. That's mine for sure.
Yeah, I'm splashing my boat in 10 days, but so why am I sailing? Why did I take a day away from all of this to go sailing? A, I needed a break, and B, actually we're gonna grab the Perihelion tender because my motor's not gonna be set up when I splash, so I do need to be able to get from dock to dock and maybe from Trites to Shelter Island, which is a long way upstream. So I do need an auxiliary power to go up and down the river. And yeah, thankfully we got the Perihelion tender here. It's got a 15 horsepower.
15 horse.
15 horse, and it's a nice rib. I can tie it alongside, side tow, get myself where I gotta go safely and comfortably for a little bit. It helps me limp around a little bit. And
It's almost like it's nice to have a backup.
yeah, it's true. We're gonna tow the tender behind Ben's boat, and he's gonna either drop me off if the conditions are safe at the river. He's gonna drop me off at the south arm of the Fraser River, and I'm gonna rip up the river and go straight to my boat.
You need to charge your phone because I want to see footage of you going all the way around Vancouver in a dinghy.
Yeah, if the conditions are shit, then I'm gonna go into Cole Harbor, and then I have to go from Cole Harbor, the same delivery we did with Perihelion, but I'll be by myself on a tender, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Either way, it's adventure.
I'm following Channel 16 to see what goes on.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, it'll be good. He's gonna lend me some safety gear, radio, and all that stuff, so it'll be above board. But you know, it's gonna be exciting.
What do you feel about this, Ben?
I think it's an adventure. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It'll go well or it'll go terribly, but either way, it'll be seriously entertaining.
That requires me having to take the bus home like a poor boat. I'll just take the bus down. Sailboats are cars away from me.
Well, you're going to be driving.
I didn't know you were that fancy. The story of these tornadoes is I got a call from Toby. She meets somebody in the ferry lineup who's got 2 of these tornadoes, or she says catamarans. Actually, she says she had one trimaran. Turns out it was 2 cats in a bush at the back of their property. So I go and have a look, and I wheel up with my free farm truck with a huge trailer on the back, and we load up 2 cats and a couple of other bits of gear that actually belonged to a Hobie that we didn't know. Fit it all in there, drive it around, fix 37 holes across the hulls on both of them, and then decide 2 cats is one too many. Try to get a few other buddies involved. Nobody wants it. Eventually this guy named Don takes the one, I take the other. I fix it all up, sail it one summer with my sister, have a great time, then put it on a mooring ball, and a drunk guy runs it over and demolishes the rear beam, and one of the hulls gets like crushed. And I get an insurance claim for that. The insurance claim arrives right around the same time as you gave me the call for Perihelion. And so we had no money. We had to pull all kinds of strings and get ourselves in a bad situation because we had no money, and suddenly we had $4,500 to like get the party started. And so we traded essentially a tornado and a lot of my blood, sweat, and tears for
More blood, sweat, and tears
and a Formosa 51. And then the other cat came back to me because the other guy didn't want it in the long run, and so now I have it back anyways.
Amazing.
So I got another free tornado. So who knows?
What are you
maybe
going to trade that one for?
maybe I'm going to trade that for another Formosa 51.
Then you'll have a Formosa 51 Moran.
We'll pontoon them together.
I've never heard that story before.
Yeah, I've never heard.
the first
That's
time I've
amazing.
heard that story.
That's wild. I didn't realize that was one component to the whole story.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
were
know.
here for that.
No, I was
I
in
remember
French
you talking
Polynesia.
about that check.
I don't think you should do it like I'm kidding.
What you should have done.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nice jacket. Find your little nudie duty? He's going for a rip? Oh, fucking wild.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, buddy.
What kind of nudibranch is that, Haley?
Just Google it.
We'll do a voiceover and add you in being smart.
Dorona, white tip Dorona, or an albino Dorona.
This is as read from Wikipedia.
Another one of a different kind.
Really?
Yeah, look how cute he is. Yeah, he's moving around, so he's doing good. There's probably tons down here. Wow, that's crazy being able to spot 2 in one day.
Yeah, that's
It's like,
unreal.
is it my birthday? I'll figure out what kind that is and we'll insert it. But he's so cute. 3,000 species of nudibranch around the entire world.
Really?
Roughly.
Unreal. Yeah, we're just walking back to the boat now. Simon's gonna grab the rib and bring it over to the Fugitive. And in the meantime, we're walking by a legendary local boat designed and built by Alan Farrell, featured in several fairly famous local books. Native Girl. Alan Farrell's a bit of a legend, to say the least. He built this boat, I believe, on the beaches of Lasqueti from driftwood. What a stunner. Holy moly. She's perfect. Whew, what a beauty.
I know, we have tons of these ago.
Oh, I would
Yeah,
love a
juice boxes, they fuck hard. TT Perihelion coming up.
Yeah. Like a cowboy of the sea.
I closed it, you opened it. There ain't no we in that one.
I remember like the up and down.
Yeah.
Clear it out.
And unfortunately the motor is seized, so we left the outboard with Simon. Hopefully he can get that fixed. It's not one thing, it's your mother.
This engine is suddenly seized. I'm gonna be so pissed.
They're off on trees and I'm gonna back up. Obviously, I'm not gonna go front out.
See you, Simon.
See ya.
Good sail.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Nice valley outfit, babe.
Thanks, Jenna.
Yeah. Adios, fugitive.